Hey bunnies, so for today's video I'm coming to you flaws and all because in this video we're going to be doing a prom makeup look, and this one I'm trying to making it as super easy as possible, as well as going to be a talk through so that you can get as much information as possible. Okay, now before you start your makeup, make sure that your face is clean. Wash it. Do not do anything that you wouldn't normally do, because you don't know how your skin is going to react to, you know, any chemical peels or, you know, anything harsh that you might put on your face. You might try out to see if it works for, you know, whatever. But just do what you normally do. With a clean face, go ahead and apply your primer, your moisturizer, and that will be your base, because you're going to be dancing all night, so you want to make sure that your makeup stays on your face. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is jump into brows. Now if you want, you can always go ahead and make sure that they're waxed or shaved or plucked or threaded, whatever, beforehand, just so that you have a nice foundation to start with. Now I have not had my brows done in forever. I think like since last year I haven't had my brows done. Yeah, it's that crazy. Now I do have a brow video up, so if you want, you can refer to that if you want to. But how I do my brows now, I hardly ever use a pencil. I go to my Sephora kit, which I don't remember what this is called, the Color Festival kit, and then I use the cream liners. So if you have a dark brown, you can see it's like almost done. If you have a dark brown cream liner, go ahead and use that. And I use this synthetic flat top brush from e.l.f. and I use that to apply it onto my eyebrows. So I dip the product in. Now if you don't have a cream liner, e.l.f. does have some really good eyebrow kits. You can always go ahead and get that. I believe it's like between $3 and $6. It's really good. You can't beat the price. And I know a lot of professional makeup artists, they do use the e.l.f. eyebrow kits as well. I know a lot of you probably have the Anastasia Beverly Hills. You can always use your eyebrow pencil if you want to, but this is what I've been doing recently, and I overlove it. Overlove it. And try to follow the natural arch of your brow. You don't want your brows to be too thick, nor do you want it to be too thin. Unless, you know, that's what you prefer, but and you know how they say the eyes are the windows to the soul? Your eyebrows are the window curtains. Think about it like that. Your eyebrows are very important. And my eyebrows usually take me like a good 5-10 minutes to fill in and clean up. You just want to make sure that both sides are even. And then we all know that, you know, your brows aren't twins, but we want them to be as identical as possible. And then if you do make a mistake, remember that afterwards you're going to go in and you're going to clean up around it so that it looks, you know, nice and neat and perfect. Now if you had gone ahead and gotten your brows waxed or shaved or whatever, you will, like, you could just stop right here and then just, you know, lighten out the inside, the inner corners, inner part, whatever this part is of the brow. You can always go ahead and just lighten that. Or if you're like me and you still have those little straggly ends, go ahead and tweeze or shave or whatever it is that you do, or just go ahead and use your concealer like what we're about to do right now. So go ahead. Actually, before that step, I'm going to go in same Color Festival palette, and I'm going to go with this really dark brown right here. I don't know how well you can see that. I'm going to go in with that. So like I said, if you have your e.l.f. kit, there is a powder that comes with a wax. Go ahead and dip into your powder right now and go over the product that you just put on, so that the powder is going to set the cream liner that we just applied right now. I cannot speak today. I don't know what is going on with me. I'm like all over the place. I feel like I've never done this before. That's how I feel. Now that the brows are filled in, I'm going to go in with my Mary Kay Bronze Wand Concealer, which you all know is my favorite. I have yet to find a concealer I can, you know, compare to this. And my e.l.f. synthetic concealer brush, just to clean up underneath the brow. Not on top, just under. And then go ahead and bring this all the way down to the lid itself, because this will also act as our base for our eyeshadow. Now to clean up the top of the brow, we're going to go in with our foundation. The foundation I'm going to use for this video is by Black Radiance, and this is the color Brownie number 8414. Now I do think this is a little bit darker than my natural shade, but we're still going to use it, make it work. I got this from my CVS. I did want to get the Maybelline Fit Me Poreless foundation, but they had like 0 deep shades like this. Like, this is the only thing I could find in a color that's even close to my skin tone, which I found completely ridiculous. Especially since my CVS is in a neighborhood where, you know, the girls are predominantly black. That was ridiculous. Anyways, so with the same concealer brush and the foundation, we're going to clean up the top of our brow. Now after your brows are cleaned up, go back in with your eyebrow brush and just blend in everything that you just applied to your eyebrow. Go a little bit over the, what is this, the beginning of your brow? Yeah, the beginning, just to lighten the front so that it doesn't look so boxy. So you can already see the difference in this one compared to this one. And that is it for brows. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back in with a little bit more concealer on my lids. You can always use a eyeshadow primer. You can also use a white pencil if you have one to act as the base, because the color we're going to use is a bright pink. And you want the color to pop as much as possible, especially if you are of a darker complexion like myself. So just a little bit of concealer over the lids, and then use your finger to blend that out. The shadow I'm going to be using is also from Black Radiance. It says new on there. I don't know how new it is because I'm not really familiar with Black Radiance products. But like I said, this is the only thing I wanted to stick with, you know, the same family. So, and then this, I'll put the price somewhere here so you can see it, because I really don't remember off the top of my head. But this color is called Cute, and it's 3 different shades of pink. There's this really nice bright poppy pink here, a more of a shimmery pink there, and then a mauve type color here. We're gonna start with the bigger color, the really bright pink, and I'm gonna take my eyeshadow brush, this one here, dip it straight into the pink, and then apply it to my lid. And I'm not going to swipe it or wipe it on there because I want to pack as much color as possible. So I'm going to be patting it onto my lid like that. And this is actually super pigmented. I'm very surprised with this. So if you did use a white base, like, your shadow should be like really popping right now. Now for our transition color, I'm gonna take from my Missy Lynn palette, which is the mirror I've been using this whole time. I'm gonna take this brown right here and just go into my crease. I'm gonna take my little brush here, dip it in, and then just put that into the crease, just so that it looks a little bit, it blends out a little bit more. It doesn't look as stark, is that the word? Harsh on your lid. So you can already see the difference already. I feel like the last couple of videos I've done on makeup, it's been pink. I need to go check my videos and check that, because I feel like every single thing has been pink. Now into the same palette, I'm going to take the shimmery color and go into the inner corner of my lids with my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. Take a little bit of that. Actually, it's not my eyeshadow, this is my smudge brush. This is my e.l.f. smudge brush. Take that and go into the inner corner. Just pop it in there. Next, we are going to go in with our mascara, because that's it for shadow. Like I said, I want to keep this super simple, super easy for you girls. And the mascara that I'm using is the Colossal Volume Express by Maybelline. This is literally, in comparison to my Mary Kay mascara, this is the best thing ever. And then when you're applying your mascara, just wiggle at the base so that it separates your lashes and makes them look fuller. So if you don't want to wear lashes, you can go ahead and just do this mascara right here. Is seriously. And then go ahead and apply as many coats as you want, especially like I said, if you're not doing lashes, go ahead and apply as many as you want, as many coats as you want to. But because this is for your prom, I do recommend going with it, even if it's just like the super short one. Ardell makes some really nice ones. You can go to your beauty supply store and get some for like $1.99. Anything at all. The lashes that I'm going to use are the short ones from the beauty supply store. Those are the same $1.99 ones. And I believe the number is 747 short or 745 short. One of those. Either or. And I'm going to apply my lashes really quickly off camera. I do have a lash tutorial which I'll link in the description bar below. It's just that for me to put my lashes on camera is going to be like, you know, yeah, not gonna work. Okay, now with your lashes on, go ahead and go in with your makeup remover and just remove any excess, you know, shadow that you have fallen on your face. Or you can just always just brush it off. Just brush it. But then you still have to go in and clean up all the residue, just so that when you apply your foundation and concealer and all that good stuff, you don't have any pink peeking through, okay? So go ahead and remove, and then what I'm using is my Mary Kay oil-free eye makeup remover. Yes, I'm addicted to Mary Kay. Some girls like MAC, some girls like ELF, some girls like NARS. I like Mary Kay. Okay, there we go. And that's it. Isn't that super simple? And we're done. You go on your way. No. All right. Now we're going to go in with foundation. Now with this one that I'm using, the Black Radiance Color Perfect, it's oil-free, this liquid, and it comes with this little spatula on the end. I really don't know how that works. I don't know if you'd wipe that on your face and then blend it in, but I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to just pour it on the back of my hand. Hopefully it pours. It's not pouring. Okay. Maybe it doesn't pour. Does it pour? Tap it, tap, 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 tap. It's really thick. I'll say that. It's like a liquefied cream foundation. Okay. I think that's good. Like I said, this one, it does look like it does have a red undertone, and is, as you can see from my skin tone, I have more yellows. If you look here, you'll see the yellowness. If you want, you can always go ahead and correct that, but for me, I'm just going to leave it as is because I am going to go over with concealer. So grab my mirror, grab my favorite brush, my Sonia Kashuk flat top brush, got it from Target. Got it hooked to it, never used anything else afterwards since. Now take this, and then I'm going to just stipple it on and blend. See, you can see the difference, see the redness. I'm gonna go in with more concealer. Concealer, same bronze one from Mary Kay. Put just a little bit of that on the back of my hand, and we're gonna use this to highlight our face. I'm gonna be taking my Sephora spending brush, blending sponge, and go under my eye. Nose, chin, a little bit of the forehead. Because I have a big forehead, I don't need to highlight as much. If you have a smaller forehead, go ahead, highlight away. blend it all out. If you want, you can also go like along the jawline. Not on the jawline itself, just like just a little bit above the jaw itself. Yeah, yeah. And then just try to blend as you go along so that you don't look, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. But you want to blend. I look so bronze. Blend, blend, blend. Blending is your friend. You can also do your Cupid's bow. That's all over my lip. And then that is it for the highlight. Now, what a lot of you girls may want to do is go in with your yellow powder and set the concealer that you just applied. Now, because I am a dark chick, I'm not going to use a yellow powder. I'm just going to go all over my face with my Ben Nye Topaz powder. Now, hopefully this will also even out some of that red foundation that I have on. I'm like not even looking at the camera, am I? No, I'm not. Okay, how about I could not find my powder brush? Okay, this is my new favorite powder brush. It's more dense than your regular powder brush. It's a flat top brush. I believe e.l.f. also makes one of these, but this is the Sonia Kashuk limited edition brushes. I do have this brush set for sale on my website, everythingfresh.com, link in the bio. Go ahead and pick this up. It does come with 10 pieces. This is what I've been using this whole time. Again, it is 10 pieces. Gorgeous brushes, limited edition. I have some on my website. Continuing. Now, topaz powder in the cap. Dip the brush into the powder. Where's my mirror? And then I'm just going to put this all over my face. And then Black Radiance does also make a setting powder. It's just that I could not find a shade that I think would match, which clearly I fudged up with the foundation anyways. But use whichever setting powder. You can also use a translucent powder. e.l.f. makes a translucent powder. Be careful when you're using e.l.f. though. If you use too much, you will come off a little bit ghost-like. But if you're going to be on camera, it works out perfectly. You can also use e.l.f.'s yellow powder to set your concealer if you wanted to. But like I said, I'm a chocolate girl, so it will not make that big of a difference. See, it looks a whole lot more natural when I use the topaz powder over everything instead of the yellow powder. Not knocking the yellow powder though, because back in the day, if you remember my my first video on these powders, I was using that yellow powder all the time. Like I literally just got off the train, off the banana powder train. I do use it for my clients though. They love it. Even some of my darker bunnies. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. bronzer. This I got from Walgreens. You can get it between $1 and $3, I believe. And I'm using my brush. This is the creasing brush. That's what it's called. I'm trying to remember the name the whole time. Creasing brush, and I'm going to use that to contour my nose. Now, the reason why I use a light brown to contour my nose is because I don't want it to look too dark and over contoured, but at the same time, I want it to look, you know, a little bit straighter. Somebody is texting me. Okay. I think that's good for the nose. Now, when you're contouring your jawline, I like to use a powder, and the powder I use is Zuri, and this is in Cocoa Bronze. I got this from my local beauty supply store. You can also find it there. You can get a bronzer from an array of companies. e.l.f. makes some more other than the essential ones, because this one is super light. You want something darker. You can also go in with a brown eyeshadow. If you have a really dark brown eyeshadow, go in with that. You can also use a purple. Okay, if you're a, you know, chocolate chip like myself, purple looks great, but you have to use it sparingly. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this, my bronzing brush from e.l.f. It's angled. Just dip it into the powder or whatever it is that you're using. You can also contour with a cream or liquid foundation that's darker than your natural skin shade, but I prefer to use a powder because it's easier for me to control. Okay, so make a fishy face. Now when you're doing your contour, you don't want to come all the way down to your lip, okay? Because that's not how anybody's face is made, really. Okay, so, or I don't know if that's how your face is made, I'm sorry, I apologize. But you want to come, let's say, halfway in between, like right where the middle of your eye. That's how I gauge how I do my contour. And then you just blend as much or as little as you want to. Like, I think this is good right here where I'm at. Now, because this foundation was so dark, I don't need to add any powder to my forehead, but I will take the brush and the little teeny remaining powder that's there, I'm just gonna blend out just a little bit around the edges of the highlight, mainly, like I said, because I have a, a larger forehead. Us pretty girls have the biggest foreheads, yes. And I'm just going to just blend around that, just so that it doesn't look as harsh, as dark. And then you do your temples, like right where the highlight ends, pretty much. Just blend that out so it doesn't look, I can't find the word, so you don't look fake and plastic. And I mean, you still want to look fake and plastic, but not fake and plastic. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, so now that we're done with the contour, we're gonna move on. We're gonna finish our eyes. Now I'm gonna take my black eyeliner pencil and I'm going to line my waterline. If you want to, you can use a colored pencil, but for this look, like I said, I want to keep it, super simple, super easy, very beginner friendly, just like a lot of the makeup looks that I do on my channel here. I try to keep everything as beginner friendly as possible, and then I keep all the complicated stuff in my arsenal. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do my waterline. Okay, now if you wanted to, you could bring this down just a little bit more, like just right here on the outer corner though, just right here. Because it is kind of a nighttime look. So if you want to smoke it a little bit, you can do that. And we're going to do so with our eyeliner. Okay. Now go back in with your smudge brush, the same smudge brush that we used to do the inner corner, because that is my favorite brush in the world. Or, you know what? No, let's go in with our blending brush. We're going to go in with our e.l.f. blending brush and just blend out the pencil that we just put on the outer part of the eye, just so that it smudges a little bit, smokes just a little bit, not too much, because you guys are still in high school and you don't want to look too grown. And I don't want when you do your makeup and your mom is like, okay, where did you learn to do that? You're like, oh, Kissy Face taught me. No. If you're under 18, do not use the words Kissy Face taught me. Okay? Don't. All right. What we're going to do next is go back in with our mascara again, and we're going to do our bottom lashes, okay? You want your bottom lashes to pop as well. You want to balance out, even out your eyes. If I look crazy, I apologize. Now, if you wanted to, you could also put some eyeliner on your top lid if you wanted to. You can also tight line to make your, your lashes look a little bit fuller if you wanted to. But we're not going to do that right now because, like I said, super simple, beginner friendly. Okay? Now, next we're going to move on to lips. Now, for lips, the first thing we're going to do is moisturize. I'm using the Nivea A Kiss of Moisture Lip Balm. This is one of my favorites. This Carmex chapstick, anything you have, just go ahead and use that. But this is what I've been using recently. Go ahead, moisturize away. Especially now, and I know it's definitely not just me because my boyfriend is the same thing with him. His lipstick cracks and it cuts and whatever. With me, mine, they strip. If I don't moisturize, it begins to burn and then it peels at the top right here. not cute at all. So if you have that condition, make sure that you are keeping your lips as moisturized as possible at all times, underneath your lipsticks, underneath your lip glosses, even when you're not wearing anything at all. Make sure your lips are moisturized. Now, the lippy that we're gonna use is also from Black Radiance. Woo! And this one, it says new on there. I don't know how new it is because, like I said, I'm not familiar with the brand. But this one is called Fuchsia. And this has a lip, I think it's a lipstick and a lip balm, or a lip gloss and a lip balm. So yes, it's a lip balm and a lip gloss. I think a little bit of concealer that got on my lip plus it's Nivea. Ooh, you could go dressed like this, honey. So if during the night your lipstick comes off and you just don't want to reapply, or you didn't, let's say you got your makeup professionally done. How about that? If you did get your makeup professionally done and you did not get a sample of lipstick, go ahead, throw on your Nivea. You look awesome. I love this. Okay, so lip balm. How's it? It doesn't really have a smell. But I think this would be awesome for you high school girls because the lip balm, it gives more of a natural look. It doesn't look like, you know, you're trying too hard. And then it's buildable. So if you wanted to more color on your lips, you just keep going over it. Kissy lights. We likes it. All right, so that's a lip balm we're gonna try. I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys enjoy your prom. Let me take another look at it because, you know, the only thing I will say, if you are my complexion and you normally use Mary Kay Brown 600, do not go with the Black Radiance 8414. Yeah, it's really, really red. But other than that, I think the look is super easy, super beginner friendly. The eyes, the lips, everything, the face. I did pretty much a full face. I will say that you could put some more color underneath, you know, on the lower lid if you wanted to, but I think this is pretty good. For little promy things, yes, have fun. A couple prom tips for you. Do not feel pressure to do anything that you don't want to do. Do not feel pressure to go out there and have the most extravagant of the most extravagant things, okay? Like, it's only one night. It's literally not even that. It's only a couple hours, okay? If you found a really pretty dress somewhere in the thrift store or whatever, rock the heck out of that dress, okay? Do not feel obligated because all your friends are going out and spending $500 on a dress that you need to, okay? As far as your hair goes, I will have a hair video coming out for you on Thursday, so look out for that. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I tried to make it as beginner friendly. I've said this so many times. But if you have any questions about anything, leave it in the comment section below. Until next time, peace sign and kissy face. Bye. I look like when Kim Kardashian used to like go overboard with the bronzer. Oh my goodness, look at this compared to my chest. I'm trying to open it. Give me a second. Okay, it's not working. Hold on. Oh goodness. Here we go. There we go. Brava. Okay.